Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your 2024 Sierra 4002 FB fifth wheel. You guys picked a beautiful unit here. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration when you're parking. On your campsite, you're going to have a slide that also has an awning on it. So that's going to be your most room. Once you figure out how far that's going to be, leave plenty of room for that and your other awning. On your off campsite, besides your slides, 3 of them, I also want you to think about where your power and water connection is going to be. Yours are mainly toward the front here. Power here, water docking station there. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, unhook our hitch. First thing you're going to do is level our unit. Coming up inside here, there's your ground control leveling system. Turn this on. It says ready. Make sure your vehicle has cleared and you're just going to touch auto level. Grounding jacks remaining still. Everybody get out of the way and let it do its thing. So the grounding jacks will move to where they need to. Get itself up level. And then it's going to drop your stabilizing jacks back here. While it's doing that, just stay away from the unit, let it do its thing. It only takes a couple of minutes. Once that's done, this will actually flash up in here, and you'll note that light, the green will stop flashing and you'll be all level and stable. Once it's level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. While it's doing that, see it running these down now. While those are running down, I'm going to go ahead and act like it's already done. Let's hook up our power first. Big, long 50 amp cord. The way these plug in now, see how it's like about 10 o'clock, and then you turn it to noon, and then put on your black washer. Now at the end of this 50 amp service, you need to get a campsite where they got 30 amp. There's a 50 to 30 dog bone, we call it, and then a 30 to 15 in case you need to plug into a 110. Got your power hooked up, hook up your water. Your docking station is going to be up front here. Simple program. Campsites, we're going to hook up to city water. Just put our handles to match that. Green to the left, white down, blue to the left. We match city water. Grab your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so always use these. Over here, city water, hook that up, hook up your hose. Go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a few minutes, we're going to go inside and open up our slides just so that we can open up all of our water. Open up all of your water lines. Sinks, showers, get a nice steady flow of water going through them, all the air out of the lines, and you are all set to camp. Now say we're going to go dry camping, you got a 2-step process. You start with a power tank fill. Bam, bam. Now we're turning blue down, we're matching power tank fill. Fill it in the same spot. However, this time what you're going to do is you're going to go inside and watch your fresh water button. While that's filling, keep an eye on it. Once it's full, remove that hose. Now you switch from power tank fill to dry camping. Bam, bam, just that quick. Now whenever we want to utilize that fresh water, we'll turn on our water pump. Don't turn on your water pump and hook to city water. That's already pressurized. That's how you set it to winterize. That's how you set it to sanitize. Cable for your loft, front and rear. Cable hook up here. Excuse me, those are satellite hookups. Cable hook up here. Here's your water filter. Not everybody puts them in, so we don't. But it's in your stuff that can go in there. Spray port hose. Can hook up here for a hot and cold shower out here. There's where you run your hoses down so you can close this up. Continuing forward real quick, we've got Go Power Solar Controller. I will send you a video on that. Only thing you need to do is make sure that it stays on wet. That's the type of battery you have. Our auto leveling there, says ready, and the green light is solid, so you know you're set. Any other questions you do there. Simple process. Your sewage hose and a water hose comes with this. Hot water heater. Very on, you just turn that on here, and there's your temperature. Leave it toward max. You'll change the temperature inside. Flue for your furnace. A few things on that. One, make sure it's never blocked. Two, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of it. It does get hot. And three, they actually sell bug guards for these, so you might want to consider getting one. Put that on there. Our low point drain and our freshwater drain, both underneath there. Coming down our side here, this area here is where we would dump our second tank, which is your back bathroom. Handles in there, and there's the dump for that. Come around back, you do have a separate entry doorway for your back bathroom. On the ladder go. Get a ladder, get up there, check the roof several times a year. Caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. You're also prepped for a backup camera. Coming down this side here, up front you got a griddle and stand that will hook up here with your quick connect LP right there. Continuing down our campsite, your little spray port hose that's in your docking station over there, you can bring that over to hook up on this side. There is that griddle. This is your battery disconnect. That will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That will come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. And then you have a hookup for a TV in here as well. Up front is your propane. It's on a regulator, pointed toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Move that a few times, turns green. Green means you got gas. When that turns red, it's empty. Close that back up. Coming up front here is your spare tire and your battery. Check your battery post every now and then. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. There are your fluids for your hydraulic leveling system. And that about covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, coming up beside your unit, first thing I always like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Also coming in the door to your right, down here at the bottom, is going to be your breaker box and fuses. There's all your breakers. Up here on the wall is going to be a light. There's a switch for your fan up here and a hallway light. Up here is where you turn on your hot water heater. You'll play with that temperature until you get comfortable with it. And then right inside this panel doorway is going to be our control panel. So starting here, this is where we can check our tanks. Black 1 or black 2, whatever you check. Same thing with the grays, check 1 or check 2. Your galley. Freshwater tank, that's the one I said to hold down when you're filling up your freshwater, or keep an eye on. And then this would be your battery. Over here, heated holding tanks. What that is, that's a little 12-volt pad that's on your tanks. If you're in inclement weather and you think they might freeze, you can turn that on. Here's where you turn on your water pump to get that fresh water. Hallway light, awning, porch, ceiling lights. Awnings. Now we're a little close here, but what I want to show you on your awnings, so there's your lighting on them. So when you run them out, you're only going to run them out until that you no longer see that gray and a white flap will fall down to 90 degrees. That's as far as you want to go out. If you hold that extend down, that will flip up onto itself and start to run itself up backwards. Either one of those will. But keep an eye on them when you run them out. Don't run them out further than you need to. Retract both those real quick. And then down here's our slide controls. I'll utilize those when we are closing the unit up. Alright, down here, got our thermostat. Let's circle through to AC high. Cool. Turn the heat down. That should kick our AC on down there. Now what you will notice when I shut the AC off, go to circle through to off, AC will shut off rather quickly. There we go. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to turn on your furnace. Cycle through to heat. Heat 74. Set to 93. That'll kick your furnace on. Get that running. Now what you will notice when I shut the furnace off, just go right to off, that will take a couple minutes to cycle through before the fan shuts off. There's your heat return for that. Here's all your connections for your vacuum system. This is a light for your pantry. You got a 110 with GFCI reset there. One door you want to make sure is securely closed when you're traveling. On your fridge, you do have a travel bar. You see inside here, that little piece there, put that in there. And get in there and tighten that down. And that is going to hold these drawers closed for you during travel. You don't want your fridge doors popping open. And then your bottom drawer actually has a snap. You can snap on there, keep that from popping open on you as well. In the kitchen here in these drawers, you got a bag with a bunch of manuals in it. You've got a self-explanatory microwave. Your cooktop, you will just turn this to your high, press in when your gas is turned on. These will light with the electric sparks. There's a little panel light for that. Got a manual in there for that as well. 110. We got a surface light, high and low fan on this. Coming over to our hidden pantry area behind our entertainment system. So real quickly, we'll go through all three of these. Television, when you get to the campsite, go into your menu, run a digital channel scan so that you can pick up all the local channels at the campsite. It's actually telling me to do that now. But do that when you get there. Sound system also has a remote. It's 165. I don't know if I'll pick up much inside this building, but you have 3 zones here. I just want to show you here again. DVD, HDMI, Bluetooth, TV sound, auxiliary, lastly FM. Volume over here. Again, pick it up at anything inside this metal building. We'll do a scan. A couple scans here, see if we can get anything while that's going. Fireplace, not just for looks anymore. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but if you are at a campsite and it's chilly in the morning or evening, don't waste your gas. Turn on this electric heater. It's cranking heat out right now, and this will get it toasty in here in no time. Over to your island, you got a light here, accent light. Your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mention that's 12 volt, that is always running off your battery. So if you are out dry camping somewhere, boondocking, and nothing plugged in charging your battery, then if you are going to be gone all day, then you might want to go ahead and use that battery disconnect to keep this from running your batteries down. Continuing here in the living room, our sofa here, I believe has what I call parachute pulls, a handle here to pull up on. That'll give you your recliner. You have to use your legs to push it back down. Dinette, straps to strap your chairs down for travel. Go ahead and head on up the hallway here. Accent lighting again. There is your vacuum system. So what you do is lift this up, hook your hose there, turn it on. To get to your bag, pull on this, pull that back. There's your bag inside there to hook up. Coming into our bathroom, a couple things to mention. Your glass doors, you really want to snap that closed to keep these from bouncing during travel. 110 with GFCI reset. You also have a Max Air fan up in here. Plumbing, keep an eye on it. There's your access panel to it, mostly PEX nowadays. Just remember, if you are bouncing this up and down the road a lot, traveling a lot, then things could wiggle loose over time. Just keep an eye on them. Show you your access panel underneath your, or storage underneath your bed. Here is your closet. Your satellite system. Your separate AC, which turns on here. Cool. I should crank that up. These also have a quick dump on them. Open up these ends, and that allows the air to blast right down. Or close it, and it goes more through the vents. You point the vents whichever way you want. So I go through to shut that off. You can use a fan or AC on there. 110 next to the bed there. And your lighting for above the beds are here. You also want this door secure for travel. Make sure that that is closed and buckled down. Even out of the front and heading all the way down to our bunk area. Just wanted to see where the, oh, there's your smoke alarm. Right above the hallway. Coming up to our bunk area. Turn on our lighting. Just want to say you got a 110 with GFCI reset here. And that actually is a backer for a television. And then your hookup for TV is right there. You also have a hand crank open vent area here. No fan to it. Emergency exit window. Climb on down here. Alright, coming back into our bedroom. Lighting here. Cable 110 here. Backer for a television. Brings us into our back bathroom. Again, some plumbing to keep an eye on. There's your access panel. Lighting and fan. Back there in the corner. There's your little tubby shower back here. And your separate entryway. I think that about covers everything in here. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. So what I like to do is come to my control panel, shut off all of my lights. Now I can see all the lights I need to walk through the unit and individually shut off. There's that pantry one. These here. Shut off up there. Come back to our bathroom. We are going to bring those steps up and lock this door. Shut off those lights. Secure this door. And in the meantime, we're making sure all doors and drawers are closed so that this slide can get in unbothered. Got all of our lights off, except this hallway here. Come back to my control panel, turn on the ceiling lights, and again, say doors and drawers. Walk through your unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to stop your slides from coming in. And we are going to start with our bedroom slide, which is the last one to the left. Bringing that in back there. We know everything's closed. Nothing's going to stop it from coming in. And you'll actually hear it stop. Next one. This will be our bedroom slide, which we went up in there, made sure everything was closed. Nothing was going to impede that from coming in. Then the second one here is going to be our kitchen and entertainment center. And lastly, I will turn my back to this side. When you hear that noise, that's just a slide mechanism telling you I'm in all the way. It does it going in and coming out. I think just these front ones do it. There's the noise. All right, shut off our ceiling lights. And I just shut this hallway light off. Might be individual. Nope, let me figure that out. All right. Now, the biggest thing on these steps, bringing them in or out. You want to make sure your exterior door is all the way out. I just wanted to show you these steps will actually float when you're putting them up. These also have a little thing to push up to move your leg up and down. If you're on uneven ground, you want to adjust those. Set this up inside. Now, before you leave the dump station, I say that because you're going to get in there and check your tanks. You're going to lock, deadbolt, lift and turn this handle. That's how you want that for traveling. All right, if we are out dry camping, we're going to come around here, get up underneath there and dump that freshwater drain. Bring up our stabilizing jacks and head on home or to the nearest dump station, whatever we're in need of. Okay, now bringing up our auto leveling. See how this is on? We're going to hit retract. First thing you do is make sure your vehicle is not underneath this yet. Scroll through here, manual level, auto retract, rear, enter to begin. It's going to auto retract. Stabilizing jacks back here. And then once them are up again, you have a solid green light here. And then you'll just go to front and bring this up and down and hook up your vehicle. All right, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna hook up front here. Come down here, reach in here and pull our first black tank. That's gonna be your black tank for up front. When that sounds like it's no longer draining, leave that black handle open, go inside, check the level of black tank number 1. If it shows empty, you're darn close to it. Come out here, leave that open, grab the hose at the dump station and hook up down here for your black tank flush. Let that run for a good 5 minutes, emphasizing leaving this black handle open. It's going to wash out your black tank, get that nastiness out of there. When that's done, close that up, make sure all that washout water you put in there has drained. Then close your black and pull your gray. Now it's going to be cleaner water. It's your sinks and your showers up front. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. When that's done, we're going to close this gray. We're going to come down here and remove our hose. Come to our back dump. Now down here, we're going to open up this handle here and pull black tank number 2. That's going to be your back bathroom here. Again, when that sounds like it's no longer draining, leave that black tank number 2 open. Grab the hose at the dump station. This time our black tank flush is going to be up top. Hook it up to that. Again, emphasizing leaving that handle open. Run that black tank flush hose in here for a good 5 minutes and wash that out. When that's done, close that up. Make sure all that washout water you just put in here is closed. Is drained, excuse me. And then close black tank number 2 and pull gray. Usually when my grays are draining, I'll come up underneath here and dump my low point drains. Just a couple of handles there to open up. When that's done back here, go ahead, close that up, store your sewage hose in a safe and sanitary place, and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Sierra for many years to come. Happy camping.